always wanted to be famous, just being real, yeah, just being honest. My haters gon' always be nameless, give them no clout, I give them no power. Creators will different, they ancient, sooner than later, what will be ours? I keep an eye out for the numbers, I stay in contact, synchronization, to infinity, even beyond it. I am a common, no destination. A lot of things I am above, and there are a lot of things that are above me. Do not go for the people I love, cause then I get scary, then I get ugly, yeah. Ain't no problem when I'm not equation. Present, noted, observation. I'm not new here, reborn creation. Come and find me, sending location.
Hey guys, hey. So anyway, one thing I do have is full access to that attorney and documents because I sent it. So, like I said, the judge was fired, and because the fathers agreed to a certain agreement while I was in court and they did not follow it, they didn't do a lot of things. But at the end of the day, that judge was fired, like the attorney stated. I didn't even watch the whole video. I didn't know this weird ass bitch read it. Girl, why ain't nobody commenting? So yeah, like I said, this was a whole motherfucking lie. Hi, I'm Joyce Goodwin, so fly title. So like I said, this bitch is dumb. I just noticed this goddamn lie. See, I was over there minding my business, trying to flag poverty, which I am going to flag. Like it's already a start process. And let me just let you know right now, because Ness asked me behind the scenes to give her permission to flag poverty, and I did. And she didn't do it. But when I told her she got my permission to flag, she want to play dumb games. So fuck you, Ness. Fuck all y'all. I'm not playing these games with none of you bitches. And like I said, yeah, I didn't think Ness was gonna do it no way. But now you don't got my permission. Just like Computer Back don't have my permission to read no court document. So I will be flagging you because I have the video evidence showing I rescinded that. I rescinded it. But if you did read it, I hope you read it right, and I hope you read all the talking points. Cause see, your mama got you fucked up. That's why you look like that in your mid-30s to late. That's why you was over here sweating uppity, asking for my number and advice, ho. So let's talk about it, bitch. See, my daughter is in my apartment right now, skinny as hell. Well, not skinny, but she ain't fat, never has been. So that judge was fired. And the reason why I gave her the documentation, I don't know why she ain't put. She could block out his name. That's not helping. That's when I tell you these bitches are dumb and have no good support system. I mean that shit. Bitch, do you really think blocking out the attorney number or name is gonna help you out? You're not smart, bitch, at all. So, like I said, that judge is fired, and so was the prior judge to that. Like I said, when I came on here, well, not to you guys. See, if she was smart, she would realize I helped change laws in New York City when it came to ACS. I helped change laws, right? I'm the reason that there's I have news clips, radio station interviews, all of that shit. Do you think I would have shared anything with that Computer Bag bitch that's a known doxer? Do you not know that link I gave her was a hot one? Everybody she sent it to, I got their personal information. And who put her personal information out here? Uppity. Yeah, I didn't know her name was Brown until I did it. Okay. So yeah. But she gave it to me and she didn't say I couldn't. See how smart I am, bitch? You didn't say I couldn't. You just gave me your information. You didn't give me no repercussions or how you say stipulations is the better word I'm looking for. She didn't give me any stipulations. So that's why she came out here trying to give out her last name first. Maybe somebody told her that she gave the information to on that hot ass link. But anyway, yeah, that judge don't work for the system, and you do the prior judge after that. But as you can see in that thing, if it was vindicated, there was never nothing but railroading against me from the get-go. That's why I could never with Nyla. In that same email, it showed that nobody When I say nobody, I mean nobody called ACS on me. I called because I didn't want to be bothered with my who is here now. So I'm trying not to go too deep into this conversation. But my older daughter daddy, I didn't want to be bothered with him. He turned around and married somebody from the courts to try to screw me over. Computer back can never tell you that story because she don't even know who her goddamn daddy is. Judge Fifi and her mama could be twins. They don't know who the goddamn daddy is. See, I deal with niggas, like I told you guys. This is why I restrain myself from being in a relationship with niggas. Because when I want to go, I need to go. That's why I don't marry a motherfucking soul. Because I have issues get niggas away from me. Never the other way around. Absolutely not. That's why I be laughing at bitches claiming they married. Meanwhile, they on here flirting with everything that look at them for longer than 2 fucking seconds. That's why I cancel niggas the minute they talk to me crazy online, on real life and online. Don't talk to uppity crazy because I don't have to deal with you. You weird ass bitches. Low self-esteem ass whores. Fat stinky bitch. And what I did was expose the fact that you are jealous as fuck as me. Computer back bitch. That's what the fuck you are. Jealous as fuck of uppity. I exposed that. I said it because you can't help yourself on live. And when you got those weird ass bitches, the same weird ass bitches that try to tell you we in the same weight category, I go. Only thing I gotta do with that, only thing I have to do with that is cam up. Cam up. That's all I got to do is cam up. See, you've been a fat bitch your whole motherfucking life. Your whole life. That's not me. You've been cross-eyed and ugly. It's a generational curse to not be accepted or wanted and pay for niggas. That's not mine. So therefore, like I said, my older daughter daddy was not cutting. He wasn't cutting it when it came to money. And I didn't make the wrong decision because he's still not. Let's be honest. Okay, so I'm all about me and my children and what's in their best interest. And a mother's job is to get their kids ahead. So it's nothing like what I said was the truth. I said how I was being railroaded, how they was trying not to have my kids have a relationship with each other, but meanwhile going to court saying I was the one doing that. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, it was not my son's father at that moment. It wasn't him. It wasn't him. But I always say he was a bum. So when he seen how much money he can get off his son, it changed. But that had nothing to do with the court document she saw. That was way after the fact, which I won after. That was an appellate attorney. An appellate attorney. And the whole fucking thing says, which I could share with y'all myself, just like I have a federal case, which I shared on my Instagram. That's the fact. That's why I told them, let me know when VS came on any fucking link and said that she had access to my kid's paperwork. She never did. And I didn't give that to computer back. That thing that computer back is showing, I gave that well after VS came on here lying. And the only reason why I gave that document was to show proof that was a motherfucking lie. My kids went nowhere having any type of body odor. Like that bitch is being told, like they talk about her as a grown ass woman being stinking nasty. But you ain't gonna lie, my kids, they are a healthy weight. They will never have an issue bathing as an adult. They will never have a shit bag. They will never be sloppy and fat. My daughters would never pay for a nigga. Period. My son would never date a fat, sloppy, ugly ass bitch like you. Otherwise. My son already know. You better make it as a man. Don't be depending on these weak minded ass bitches. Just because you know why? You might get them pregnant. And then bitches like you are born. So like I said, everything she showed in the bit that she didn't show everything. I can give you the document. You can look it up yourself. Well, you can't look it up yourself. I'm just saying like that's something I can show you from my attorney. And I have it. We still have a great relationship. That's why I said when VS tried that bullshit, It was my son that saved her because he didn't want to be a part of that shit. And poverty over there. Talking about something. My son was in somebody's chat. My son was in nobody's chat. Never was. And that's what I thought about. I was like, let me not even bring him because I already did a live. You know, he said, don't bother him. Anybody that want to bother him, that's your motherfucking page. I don't give a fuck. Close the door. Hey, T Grayson, sorry. No, go in and close the door. Help her with the tablet and close the door. You heard me? Help her with the tablet and close the door for me. Yeah. Close the door. You heard me? Thank you. Hold on, give me a second, guys. I don't know what the fuck she thought she was proving. She didn't prove nothing except for what I said. Like I literally came on here. The fuck is she talking about? The judge is fired. She didn't prove nothing except for virtual demon is a liar. It's in the court records. I called, which is why I would never do that again. And my family did not like that. So the only thing my family had a problem with in the initial issue, the initial thing was like uppity, what you call it? Don't call ACS to solve it. And I'm talking about the my friend group and the women in my family at that time that I trusted. And the reason why I didn't feel comfortable calling any men in my family because they're not going to talk. They're not going to talk because I'm not a problematic person. So at that time, I was between a rough place because at the time I didn't realize I was dealing with a narc. Now I know when I'm dealing with a narc, so I handle them accordingly. But you guys gotta realize I was in my 20s. I called ACS. I called. Nobody called. It wasn't no school, no nothing. Nobody. And that was the second judge, and that judge got fired. So the appellate, everybody knows this. If you ever been to any courthouse, no judge is going to go against another judge at all. That just don't happen. I can help people like I did back in those days, though. So the only thing that happened was his decision did stand, but in the appellate court told me that he would no longer be on the bench, aka he was fired. So I was free to appeal whatever decision I fucking felt like, which was a lie. So she's right. The dads was not doing a visitation. Not well, it wasn't the dads. It was my daughter's dad. It wasn't my son. So and they put it in a court paper like it was one person because they tried to make it seem like it was a mutual thing. It wasn't. My son at that time, my son dad was writing for me. He was writing for me. My son dad had not been a part of his life since he was like 3. This court case started when my son was like 9 years old. I hadn't seen my son dad since, like I said, he was 3 years old. Oh, I'm sorry. It started when my son was 8 years old, but I hadn't seen my son's father since he was 3. So that's what I'm trying to tell you. He was basically, because if you know a lawyer, they have to repeat back the jargon. But everybody knows. I don't give a fuck how wrong the judge is. They're not going to go against another judge. Why do you think they got all these different divisions of court? So what she was reading was my appellate attorney's letter to me. So basically he was breaking down what they said and what I could do. And also in that same information, and if she didn't read it, I would gladly give y'all that paperwork. He said that judge is no longer on the bench, which I knew that because like I said, because I already had got one judge. That was not the original judge. It was a female. She got fired. Then I went to another male. And once that court case finished, because what they was trying to do was use his white position to get my rights terminated and my son put in foster care, which never happened. Never happened. Which is why my kids wasn't having visits at one point in time. It was like 6 months, and that's what helped me win my case because the fathers was not well. One say the father, one father wasn't. So after that, judge got dismissed, and we filed another order because he was my appellate attorney, not my real attorney. Well, he's my real attorney. We still good to this day, but he was an appellate attorney. He wasn't the actual lawyer for the case, which is why I said BS don't have no evidence on shit when it comes to me and my children. Not nothing. And when I get computer back, that happened way the fuck after. Way after. I already had won my case, but I was like, that's why I knew that VS was on whoever she was talking to, they was not in the know. And it was not like, because if she would have had more up to date information, I'm like, yeah, that's my daughter's stepmother, still being a jealous bitch. Because to this day, my daughter daddy is in love, and I can't stand them. And I'm being nice about it. Narcs don't like when you get away, and to this day, he don't want me to get away. What's up, Dave? How you doing, boo? So, like I said, I don't know what she was trying to prove, but nothing motherfucking worked. It literally was an appellate judge. No judge is going against another judge. That's why you have to go to a higher thing. That's what happened. So the dads wasn't cooperating with business. What the fuck that got to do with me? How is and it literally said in the court paper the kids was not visiting each other. So it wasn't a good environment because kids that grew up together, brother and sister, at that time, Nala did not exist. Nala wasn't even thought about. Nala was like, it's like a 14-year age gap between Nala and her siblings. So this has nothing to do with Nala. So like I said, that was a big part of why I won the case. My kids were not even getting visits because my older daughter dad was such a fucking narc. Such a narc. And he thought his wife had so much motherfucking power that he could literally take his daughter and remove her completely just because I didn't want to fuck with his ass. That's the truth. And I talked about this at nauseam. I got interviews. I got newspaper clippings. Like, I don't know what she thought she was proving. I talk about this everywhere I go and have an audience that's willing to listen to it. But one thing I always did, I loved my kids. I cared about their diet. You know what I'm saying? And clearly, I'm not having babies with no fucking niggas that's going to abandon them. The problem is, niggas care too much about me. They don't know how to let the fuck go. But I don't want to be bothered. Which is why I never cared about marriage. Never. And you gotta know what's crazy? These narcs are so weird. My dad died thinking the Haitian guy was a good person. He really did. And that nigga is wicked. I can't stand him to this day. Yeah. I had to let my daughter know that. I don't care. Unless you have something important going on, as far as like a wedding or our future grandkids, I don't want to talk to that nigga. I have no problem keeping shit split. And that's how we've been doing to this day. As y'all can see, when my daughter come down for college, but I'm not unreasonable. You know, if my daughter got something going on and I have to provide, but he needs to pick it up because he drives and I don't. And we don't, thank God, he don't even live in New York City no more, but he don't live far. But and it's something that I need to provide for my daughter. I don't have no problem with him driving up or whatever, because I already know my daughter, well, at that point she was in the process of getting her driver's license. Now she already got one. So yeah. Now there's no need for him to even do that. But trust me, I already humbled the fuck out of his wife with those text messages. Like I said, I don't know what she thought she was proving, but she still fat, sloppy. She didn't prove shit, except she vindicated me though, because my kids went nowhere looking like nothing. That's why I won. Okay, and any bitch after me didn't. That's it. So I'm glad she won. I'm not glad because she didn't have my permission. I'm gonna have to do what I have to do, as far as YouTube is concerned. But as far as like whatever she thought she was doing, nah. She just mad because she's fat and sloppy, and I refuse to let her say that we're in the same weight category. But we're gonna get past that because she already vindicated me, even though she thought she wasn't. Why are you so big as fuck and you don't have one child? Why you ain't show one good grade? My college daughter that's in my apartment right now, she don't avoid me. She don't like when my daughter get free time, she don't go spend it with a nigga or trying to help a nigga. She spend it on herself. You know why? Because only thing my daughter saw was me having men that provides for me. That's what she see when she was in this house. I can't like her stepmother, she had to pretend like her daddy was a breadwinner. I wasn't pretending. He just wasn't doing it. So I let him go. That part. And he couldn't take. But yeah, you don't have no nigga providing for you. Okay? So like I said, if anybody has knowledge of the court system, you already know appellate attorneys, they are laser focused on certain things. And everybody knows the reason why you got to go to appellate court is because they other judges are gonna uphold up other judges. But once you bring through that paperwork, because like I said, I was being railroaded until I wasn't. That's why in that same appellate attorney documentation, they said feel free to file another case. You will never have to deal with that judge again. And I didn't. And I won. Okay. The only thing I lost was 50% custody. And I felt that's why I was depressed. And me and my dad kind of got into it, but we got over it because I don't feel like he deserved that. He didn't want 50%. Let me shut up because she is here. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to go down that rabbit hole because I don't want to get pissed off again. But I will just say this. Under other circumstances, I probably would have just agreed from the start. But the way he tried to play his cards, I didn't feel like he deserved shit. Supervisor visit because he was a fucking weirdo. All because I don't want to deal with it. But you see when you got fat, sloppy, cross-eyed bitches that gotta pay for penis to suck on, they don't understand that motherfucking logic. They really don't. They really don't. That's why you got these bitches like Poverty. She's over there pretending to be married, being every fucking stereotype you could think of when it comes to a pick me asshole. These are the things we have to go through. When when you know yourself and how to child please. But yeah, but anyway, computer back. I'm not taking this video down. I'm gonna flag you because I got clips on clips on clips on clips on clips where I said I rescinded because you're not that smart. Because I got clips and YouTube erases nothing. I got clips of me telling you, you don't have my permission to post anything. And I'm going to contact that attorney who I have a great relationship with. When y'all be force flagging about ACS, who you think helped me with that situation? Why you blacking out names? He know you do like you know I'm always 50 steps ahead of you weird ass bitches. Mm. But you know everybody gonna pop out except VS, like I said. Cause like I said, my son said, Mama chill. So I chill. But VS didn't. I got a lot of you hoes in New York City that work for ACS. Why won't y'all? Because it's nothing. Like to be honest, I'm not ashamed of none of the pictures they took. There's nothing wrong. But why won't VS pop out with those pictures? That's what I want to know. So everything was done through VS work dummies, but nobody won't send that link though, where VS said she had real court documentation. Because as you can see, the appellate thing said what I was accused of. And at the end of the day, that judge, neither judge worked there. And I said, two judges got fired in the same time. Why would they assign me to another judge that's going to resign? Like, they don't never get fired. They call themselves resigning. That's what it is. It's resigning. But anyway, two judges for my same case. Both of them out of here. And I have a history of that. And like I said, I have never expected anybody to call me a bad mom. So trust me, I was on it but I just had to realize what was going on. The minute I figured out what was going on, I was like, oh hell no. And I promise you, my daughter right here, you won't hear her deny it. Her stepmother can't work for New York City courthouses again. And I would have took her whole life away, except that she was very generous financially to my daughter. Very generous. You know what I'm saying? Until they had a kid together. She had no choice to be. Very generous. And I made sure she spent all that money. And up until my daughter's 17th birthday, I had that whole in and out of court spending nothing but top dollar lawyer fees. And mine was free. Pro bono. I didn't have no court. I didn't have no city attorney. All my lawyers was pro bono. And they did it off a GP because I deal with lawyers that respect the fucking law. And they don't like when people use their position in any position, especially the court of law, to try to play crazy with people or try to abuse their power. Because when you in a point of right, when I tell you I'm such a good fucking mama and nobody can't touch me, that's why you don't see my kids fat, sloppy, and nasty. That's why you see, if I was to post my kid shit, which I don't, because I don't need to. That's why I let y'all say whatever y'all want about Nyla. I don't give a fuck. When you make a call, you're gonna look crazy. You're going to look crazy, not me. I always win. That's why I want VS to come out here. So now VS, you done sent your minions. You gonna get their pages in trouble because it's 10 o'clock at night. Come 9, 10 o'clock tomorrow morning, I will be contacting attorneys. I gave people a chance to Ness. He said she wanted to be my representative. I gave her a chance, and she went to play games. But she played with herself. Not like I said, fuck you. Anyway, I will be contacting an attorney. You can block his name out all you want, sweetheart. Brianna, we know you broke. You chasing Lemon down for $100 bitch. You chasing Lemon down for $100. I don't think people fuck with you like that. Clearly not your mama, you fat stinking ass bitch. I mean that. So yeah. Well, so when YouTube reviewed this video, I just hope they realize she was breaking y'all guidelines. I already reported it from my main page, which is mine. Come tomorrow morning, I will, and I got the URL. I got the URL that for the video she tried to delete, and I got the screen recording, which I already showed y'all proof. I could easily screen record. I got a couple of nice ass phones. Only thing I got to do is get a computer, but I got several nicest phones. So yeah, I will be submitting that to the attorney. And yes, as far as I'm concerned, this is your fault as well. Because you got pizza over there saying that you hit her link. So now her videos will be combed through because that's a lawsuit. Because my son is special needs, and I feel like he didn't want drama, but you keep it. According to Pizza, you hit her link, and you said that he was definitely in your chat, and we both know that's a lie. You know, my son got a couple of pages, ain't not one of them been in the B sector. The only person to my knowledge that contacted him was Ness. But she got the information through VS. So, like I said, I was right because I know how the law works, especially in New York City. So I will be gathering all this information and taking it to an attorney on Monday. Not Monday, but tomorrow. That's what I'm gonna do. Especially I got both of my children here that were involved in the situation because they don't want to be involved with the beat sector. They don't want y'all mentioning them. They don't want none of that. What's up, Jamaica? They don't want none of that. So, like I said, I only have a problem getting rid of niggas. I never had a problem keeping them. I don't know what you thought you was doing, but you ain't gonna win. You ain't gonna win, ho. And you should have read it when it was the when you had the permission. You don't have it now. And I didn't do anything with your fucking records or whatever the fuck you I mean not records. She said I did something with her Patreon. Girl bye. I put that shit on Instagram. You need to learn the rules. Instagram and YouTube are two different sites. You can't get in trouble for that shit. You can go report it to YouTube. If you because I'm pretty sure what I did can't even be reported, but just in case it could be, that's why I put it on Instagram because I'm really smart, bitch. So I cannot wait. I promise you, I probably won't even sleep tonight. What time is it? Like 10:30? Yeah, bitch. I probably do a whole fucking overnight because I'm still gonna do my live on my backup channel, you guys. I just had to clear this bitch out and I had to let her know how real it is, how I'm not playing with her. I'm not playing with her. I'm keeping this video because she can't do shit about it. And YouTube, that was me. Yes, yes, yes. So please listen to my lawyers. Look at this hoe. This must be VS. Let me screenshot this shit. Blondie Queen, girl, get the fuck out of here. Because I got proof of what VS did. And my son was never in her fucking chat, bitch. So I don't know who you lying to. VS, your peoples is about to go down. I hope let me give people a little advice. Let me give people a little advice. It doesn't matter how many screen names you make. They all are going to be to the same IP address. You understand? When it comes to children, you can't play these games. When it comes to documentation, see, Brianna's so used to doxing dumbass bitches. We're going to see tomorrow. Put it like that. I don't know how long the process is going to take, but trust and believe, we're going to see tomorrow. Okay, Jamaica, thank you for stopping through, boo. Appreciate you. Y'all subscribe to his channel. I don't think none of my moms is anyway. Hey, boo. Hey, boo. How you doing? Did I say you was? Look at this weird shit. I said, VS, you need to tell your minions to stop it because YouTube has access to IP addresses. That's what I said. That's what I said. I didn't say you was VS. I don't give a fuck who you think you are. What I'm trying to tell you is, come tomorrow, 9:00. I will be contacting attorneys. That's what I said. I ain't hiding. Just like I already flag. It's not a false flag, like Computer Back has done. Let's get that established. She has false flagged me so many goddamn times from her own page with her weird ass. But she said I'm playing with her Patreon. I ain't playing with shit. I posted that shit on Instagram. What the fuck you said? You're obsessive over me, and I want and now that you could see, I can't get an attorney to write YouTube on my behalf based on harassment. But my children, oh yeah, bitch, you're out of here. You can believe it or not believe it. You can erase the video. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. But like I said, my case, it was simply a case of I didn't want to be bothered with that nigga. And at the time, back in the days, I used to feel really bad about it because I felt like I was dismissing him for monetary reasons. But it wasn't just that. It was like I didn't really like him like that. If I was honest with myself, and I feel like when you have your life, your personal life, like you can't help who you work with, you can help where you born to, but you can't help the people that you pick in your life. And I just didn't want to be bothered no more. And it didn't help that he was a narc. I see how a lot of these Haitian niggas are. They like I don't even deal with Haitian men no more. Even though I deal with Caribbean men, I don't fuck with Haitian niggas. If you notice the Haitian niggas, even in the beach that come through the beach sector, weirdos. So I don't deal with Haitian niggas at all. Shout out to him. But yeah, but like I said, had to took his wife whole job from him. But you know, she likes to pretend, and it's weird. That's how I know. Like, remember I told you guys, Mammy's so dangerous. This weird ass bitch really went to court. She screwed her own self. That's why I said I really could have took her livelihood from her if I wanted to. She went to court and stated that because she wanted to have the same thing I had. She went to court and stated that he paid all the bills. Her lawyer friends was very empathetic to her because they knew that wasn't true. It was weird. I don't know. But he has no motivation. It's sickening. He's a bum. I just not paying. But at least he great. Bye. Girl, bye. Ain't nobody paying no mind. You have a blessed night too, child. You have a blessed night too. Stop, stop, stop filling up my stop filling up my comment section, lady. Blind Queen 88. Have a blessed night, boo. Goodbye. Go about your business. So anyway, like I said, the appellate court was saying this. But what you wouldn't find in that is that anybody filed anything against me. Mm-mm. And it's considered calling like child protective service on yourself. I had to do it twice. And it's not like I was doing it for petty reasons. The first time I did it is because my little sister, this is what they try to use against me. Wicked these people are, which is why I was able, like, it's because of people like me. I'm not gonna say just me, but like I said, when the times come after I go, I can't wait till tomorrow morning. Baby, you don't know. But anyway, I got people. Ooh, God. Anyway, trying to cut. You have a good night too, Blind Queen. But anyway, like I said, I came on here telling my own story. Nobody can spray me with tea that I saw. That's why in the middle of this happening, I told that fat sloppy bitch to put the papers out. And she act like she was doing it. She really didn't. She really didn't. And she's so dumb talking about she blocked out his name. She really no, you're not smart, bitch. You're not smart. Girl, you cannot release anybody's paperwork at all on YouTube. Oh, the fuck is she talking about? So anyway, baby, but anyway, I definitely flagged the fuck out of you and your bestie. And your bestie. And you guys have like you just have a pattern of doing things that's not YouTube friendly. So YouTube, computer back and poverty, yeah, I'm just gonna just flag. And you do the same. And let's see how that works out for you. That's what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying. But yeah, VS is the one that recently put out that information that was false, not with the whole context. Like I said, she had nothing. The person that contacted VS, she set VS right the fuck up because VS is a dummy, and she's no longer working here, right? But VS, she likes to control people, right? So what she did was she had people that live in New York City that are groupies. I ain't gonna say no names because then I'll be telling too much. But I did put the federal documents, a valid complaint. Like I said, a valid complaint, verified. It's verified, certified. However you want to say that. It's certified. It's certified because I just know how grimy bitches that are sloppy body, ugly, niggas don't want to be bothered with them. Because y'all got to remember, VS is the one whose daughter jumped out the window. My college daughter splits her time between me and her daddy. I ain't never say nothing negative about that nigga until she turned 18, and then I'll make sure she know I don't want that nigga around me. I don't give a fuck. You can love him. You can love him much as you want. That nigga can't come around me. Like I said, unless it's a special occasion, like when she had her sweet 16 and her she was about to graduate from high school. Of course, I got to do all the cooking. I feel so bad for that bitch that be paying all that money for me to get the acknowledgement, but that's not my business. I'm not even cool with that bitch no more. But I think it was cool Stone and told me uppity stop doing that. So I am. But anyway, and I did promise my daughter as well. Like I said, I don't know if she can hear me, but I don't want her, whatever. But anyway, so right now, my daughter's next big thing probably will be like a college graduation. So now that she's about to move into her first apartment, I'm pretty sure, and I know my daughter bougie as hell, and she get to make her own decisions. So pretty much, we probably just gonna have to put in, you know, on the festivities of wherever she want to go when she graduate college. So there should be no reason for us to see each other. You know what I'm saying? He could do his half over there, well, his wife can, and I'll do my half over here. Now the daddy can. All right. So yeah, except I'm a girl, he's a guy. I made the right decision. I made the best decision, and I know that makes her not daddy mad as fuck because you know how much shit he used to talk about. Let me tell you, this nigga thought he was so sexy, and then when we went to court, everybody thought that was his motherfucking mama. Fuck out of here. But anyway, and he's not ugly. He just a cornball. But whatever. So anyway, I don't know what she thought she was doing, but she lost. Hopefully not her page, because I know my page is fine. Cause I don't be dragging kids. But I will talk about your fat, sloppy, dumpy ass body. Okay? So that's what I exposed. That she's jealous. And she the one that made me do it. Y'all know every time she sit here and lie on me, talk about how she the same weight class as me, and I know she's pushing 600 pounds and more. I'm not even three. We're gonna do this. Every time she sit here and embarrass herself, I'm going to point it out because she tried to come for my 6-year-old because in her own words, she was never skinny. And we seen the picture of her mama. We This bitch will turn a hill into a flat in 5.0 seconds. This bitch, excuse me, she's so fat. She turned a hill into a flat. She's chasing gay ass lemon around for $100. She want to be a judge so bad. He's even counting down the days. We got 2 weeks. Are we gonna be cool? Are we gonna be cool? Bitch, are you okay? I cursed him the fuck out as I should, and you should too. Tracy got $200, and her judge spot is solidified. You sloppy ass bastard. You gotta depend on gay niggas that don't even fucking like you. You the only straight nigga you knew, which was Hoodie. He told you the straight up truth. And he spoke on behalf of the whole sector, and not one nigga said nothing different. What they told your fat, sloppy, ugly ass, cross-eyed, Down syndrome in the face looking ass bitch, they said they saw you, they knew you had low self-esteem, they used you, and they discarded you. And don't you ever call them offline again. That's what they said to you, bitch. I ain't lying. Everybody heard it because I shared the fucking video. I should have screen recorded that shit. It just ain't had nothing to do with me, you know? But once again, talk about that federal thing I put on my thing, solidified. Every call y'all made, if what you wanted to believe was true, I wouldn't have the relationship I have with my children now. And I wouldn't still have these niggas sweating me. Okay? I just want you to know that. Just want you to know that. I still keep the same number but see, I deal with niggas that got shit to lose. So both my kids that know, don't you fucking call my phone unless it's an emergency with my child. If you use my phone number for anything else, I will find a way to get you arrested. And I'm dead ass serious because I held it too much for too long for them niggas to be unappreciative. But at the end of the day, I'm glad I did not lose any type of visitation. They were in doing what they said. Well, I won't say they. My older daughter, daddy wasn't. And that's what made it. That was one of the one things that made it easy for me to win. You cannot keep siblings apart. And he thought that his wife role in the court would keep, because he didn't want he was really jealous of my son, to be honest with you. Uh, Trust and believe. Anybody that know me, no, there's nobody I love like my son. Absolutely not. There's not a man in this world that can compare to him. It's not my job to love you like I love my son. That's your mama job. Your mama job is to love you like that. I only love my son unconditionally. I don't love no nigga like that. My kids come first at all motherfucking times, bitch. That's why you don't see uppity out here cashing out on niggas. Niggas cash out on me. But that's neither here nor there. I don't want to ramble. I just want that to be clear and concise. So when tomorrow morning roll around, I don't hear no shit about uppity. Uppity started nothing. See, they started with me. The only thing I did was show this bitch. Not only does she talk about me online, when I point that shit out, she goes hide in the background. But I won't say hide. That bitch too big to hide. She just mad because I point out the fact that every time she pay for a nigga, they still disrespect the fuck out of her. And I'm saying niggas she pay for sweating me, and I don't even give a fuck about them niggas. That part. And poverty, you just as dumb. I don't think y'all ever met. I don't think y'all ever met. Especially, I think the only reason why y'all pretending like y'all met in person, so y'all both could pretend y'all have men in lives. But let's be honest, who's the broke ghetto bitches? Mm, not uppity. But anyway, like this weird ass bitch said, you guys have a good night. But like I said, VS, you're still going to jail. I promise you. Because I know what you did in the background and it didn't work and you're mad about it. You send these weak ass bitches, I'll take their pages, but I'm finna take your whole life. And I'll be damned if a bitch who owned daughter jumped out the window to get away from her, who really try to keep siblings apart on her own accord, just because your daughter don't want nothing to do with your miserable ass, you nasty bitch. And I'm not gonna talk too much, but let me tell you how miserable, because y'all know how I said, it's not like I went out. Like, one thing I ain't gonna do in my personal time is seek out information. VS, you're the one that's told, you the one that told people that your brother had sex with you. You told people that, and your father too. That's what you said. That's not me and my children's thing. Do you know VS tried to have a sex worker, not sex worker, but somebody that worked with children services in the sex division visit Nyla, but they would not give me their personal information. But like I told you, Nala got her own attorneys. I have my own attorneys. Nala is a touch me not bitch, just like my other kids. None of my kids have been touched by anybody, especially no family members. You come from a line of weirdos that want to believe you. You are a mentally incapable and stable bitch. That's why your own daughter don't like you. See, my daughter dad tried to get in between me and my daughter relationship. It don't work, because when you're a good mother, that's what the fuck you are. I raised my kids solo dolo. He didn't want to have my daughter's dad. I'm talking about my older daughter, not the daddy. Y'all already know. Child, please, please. Anyway, he will not. Anyway, I'm gonna leave now the daddy alone because he ain't got nothing to do with this. But you your daddy touched you, your brother touched you, and your mother allowed it. Your brother, you went online because I screen recorded it. This bitch she sat here and said that her brother is a known rapist, and he constantly seeks women with older children. He comes from a sick family, and then she had the nerve to contact these weird ass bitches that's from New York City that she has knowledge of, that would not give me their personal information, but now I know it. I don't think that girl worked there. I don't think she works there anymore. Do she, BS? BS can do a story time on it. She could do a story time on it. But yeah, she had the nerve to have somebody from Child Protective Service that works in the sex abuse department contact me without letting me know that that's a department. Girl, you're automatically fired. When I tell you VS is a wicked, jealous bitch, and the only thing I did was try to help this hoe out. But see, I got a bunch of weird ass bitches that they cannot take support, and they think I'm supposed to love them unconditionally. No, I don't. No, I don't. And like I said, it had nothing to do with her. What you call it? Accused, because like I know I'm straight. Everybody know I'm straight, but it's just like I'm trying to help you out, and you asking me to support a lesbian, and I helped the lesbian out, and now you trying to put it out there like I'm gay. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? So I knew that was the first test if she could try me. So I just stomped right on that bitch. But then you got other people like Computer Back, Poverty, and Ness that want to try different divisions. So I see what I see what's going on with all you hoes, and it's fuck y'all. Because as far as Ness, when it was about you, it was cool. But when it's about me, you got all these fucking excuses. Fuck you. Poverty just a weak ass bitch. She's useless, and I always knew that from the get go. But I didn't know she was grimy. Now, bitch, if you want to get grimy, so Poverty showed me she want to get grimy, I'm gonna show her grimy. Cause she like grimy shit. So I'm about to be grimy. And ain't nobody gonna check me. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm not Queen 88. I don't have to smile in your face. I told her straight up, I'm about to be grimy. So you go ahead and continue if you as you think you can. Computer Back, you've been out the water. It didn't take much. So yeah, bitch, you out of here too. And I'm gonna do Computer Back one better. I'm gonna send a hot shot her way. I'm gonna send a hot shot your way because I know you take up anything, you fat, lonely, depressed bitch. I'm gonna make sure the next nigga you meet, if you don't die from overeating, which you probably will, the bitch ain't gonna make it to 40. But I'm hoping to get you out of here by 39, ho. That's what I'm talking. It's like you don't know how grimy I am, but you so desperate. I feel like I can tell you this. I'm gonna make because I know how you look and I know how desperate you are. I know your exact location. I'm the one that gave out your last name and email, ho. Don't forget that shit. I'm the one that made you change your motherfucking number. She wanted to be my friend so bad. And as she told you guys, she pursued me. It was never the other way around. It was never the other way around. So I'm gonna make sure a nigga I know, I'm gonna give them money. You ain't got to pay them. I'm gonna make sure let me not say too much so my plan works. But let me tell you something. You about to meet you about to meet a nigga. Girl, you don't know how diabolical I could be. Let me put it like that. Yeah, I'm gonna get you, ho. Not because, as you guys can see, I'm chilling. I'm chilling, but she ain't about to be. I'm gonna make sure she out of here before 40. She was already gonna eat herself to death anyway. It don't matter. So let me what you call it? Get stuff ready because I'm about to go on my backup page to expose this racist ass, weird ass girl. So we'll talk about that on my backup page because I could have did this on my backup page, but I was like, she threatened me because I don't watch this whole. Then I looked at the video. I'm like, oh, this is what we doing. Okay, let's see who wins. Lady, you guys, show kisses. Mwah.
I will be one of the greatest, that is a vow, yeah, that is a promise. Always wanted to be famous, just being real, yeah, just being honest. My haters gon' always be nameless, give them no clout, I give them no power. Creators built different, they ancient, sooner than later, what will be ours? I keep an eye out for the numbers, I stay in contact, synchronization, to infinity, even beyond it. I am a common, no destination. A lot of things I am above, and there are a lot of things that are above me. Do not go for the people I love, cause then I get scary, then I get ugly, yeah. Ain't no problem when I'm not equation. Present, noted, observation. I'm not new here, reborn creation. Come and find me, sending location.